Better to have both the blade and a possible rival as far from Kashyyyk as possible, eh? I feel very tired of this place now. Right you are. I think I'll do just that.
What?
Sure.
Kukumo no ba mulira tikun. Kuyami juz tikata na patogaya. Ikukuno no ba mulira tikun. Tonghit. Runda di hotonga kun achuta. Wonga.
Hello again. What can I do?
Valued until you can't pay.
You hurt me, Matten. It's the debt of your crew that keeps...
Droid head? On Kashyyyk? Let me see that.
It's nothing. I'm certain.
Mere rubbish. It's DAO2, the repair droid from my ship. What was this doing in the forest? Eli, you snake. You said my crew jacked the ship without paying the repair bill.
Well, that is... It's not how it looks. You see, a good mechanic is hard to find, and...
And what? I thought I owed you. You tricked them into the Shadowlands and killed them while I fixed your freighter in orbit. This is business? Maybe in hut space, but not here. Not with me. That Thalian bog slime. Do you know I've been here 36 days slaving to pay a debt in good faith? All for nothing. He killed my crew. Who knows where my ship is? Well, there's your pay, Eli. Blaster fire and keep the change. Well, there's not much for me to do but stay here. I have no ship, so I may as well make it. It'll probably take a while to convince Eli's suppliers that I'm the new boss. What do you mean? I don't need to go hunting Eli's family or anything. I've seen justice done. Working here when I was trapped was hell enough. Staying here now is just foolish. I don't want to be seen as weak. I see your point. I'll leave his shop like his corpse. I'll take what I want, buy passage on a ship, and never look back except to spit. Here, take this. Thanks for reminding me about how he misused my trust. I'll make sure it never happens again.
Feeding this man's hatred is an act of malice and petty evil. The Council...
Yeah, what do you want? You want another war story, huh? You want to hear about some other world getting wasted, eh? I knew you were the type. Your stagnant republic has never seen some of the strange creatures and races we fought on the Outer Rim in those years. And you never will now. We were going through the asteroid fields of the Crispin system at the very edge of the galaxy, playing with the pirates and smugglers we found there. The main belt in the Crispin system consists of mainly small rocks covered in frozen methane gas shells, and the pirates were using them for cover. Ha! I remember using a thermal generator to cause the outer layer of one of the asteroids to vaporize in a picosecond. It blew out and shredded the 3 smugglers using it for cover. But that was a mistake. The asteroid I had targeted was smaller than most, maybe a dozen meters on a side. On the outside, it looked the same as any other, just a ball covered in frozen gas. But something must have been inside it, something inactive in the cold. The heat of my blast might have triggered something or woken something up. After I'd hit it, spots of light and heat appeared all over the thin shell, still covering it, evaporating the gases. What lay underneath looked like some sort of rocky growth. A deformed rock, pitted by scores of micrometeorite scars. I think something even older might have been inside that. It started rotating faster and faster as we watched it. After a second, it started spraying fire, thermal projectiles that melted our armor like wax. We were caught completely by surprise. Before we could counterattack, it fled at an incredible speed. We couldn't catch it, but we could follow its hyperspace wake. We followed its trail as far as we could, heading away from the galactic core. When it finally led beyond the edge of our galaxy, we abandoned our efforts. Anything that wants to commit suicide in that great void is not worth our trouble trying to catch. That's the only story I have for now. I'll tell you some more stuff later if we get the chance. Is there something else you want to know? Your choice. I'm here.
Hey there, what can I do? Don't worry. I won't let the search for Griff get in the way. Okay.
How may I be of assistance? What is it you... Well, I suppose I have not talked very much about the Jedi I met back home. They... all of them were so very invigorating. They were so very alive, so full of hope and energy and zeal. In retrospect, I can see it was a little bit tragic. Well, yes. These Jedi were going to fight the Mandalorians just after they had invaded. Many of those Jedi perished in the fighting, but to us, they seemed invincible. Especially their leader, who they talked about all the time. Paragons of light and justice, sweeping away all iniquity before them. It was like looking at gods. I know that. I was using poetic license. But those Jedi, they were enthralling. Everyone wanted just to touch them. Some people thought it would bring them luck. Not that the peace they brought lasted very long. The Jedi left. The people grew complacent. Those who had been wronged saw their chance at revenge. And so the cycle continues. The oppressed become the new generation of oppressors. The human oppressed, that is. The non-humans were never treated well in any case. We felt the brunt of both administrations. Yes, but humans seem the most pervasive, the most consistent. They took their frustrations and hates out on us because the people they wanted had already fled or were too well protected. But no one looks out for the injustices we suffered. Oh no, but I know, and I must be ever careful that I do not fall back into those ways again. I thank you for your support. But let us not speak more of this now. We should continue on our journey.
How can I help? Why? I could not accomplish this on my own. I need the aid of others, especially one who is strong in the Force. The bond between us made you a natural choice. Besides, the events on Taris prove that the Force wanted to bring us together for this mission. And there is little left to chance when the Force is involved. Is that not enough for you? I admit, there were times that I wondered if this is more than just a mission to stop Malak. There were times when I wondered if this was also a way for the Council to test my own abilities. I wondered if the Council wanted to see how I would help and guide you on our quest. I wondered if they were testing me to see if I was ready to become a Jedi Master myself. And then I realized how foolish such thoughts were. As the Council explained, sending a Master in our group would only have drawn unwanted attention from the Sith. The fate of the galaxy is at stake. The Council would not risk it merely to test me. They calculated the risks, and in the end chose the only option available. You must learn to trust in the wisdom of the Council. Your destiny will come when it's appointed time. You mustn't be so impatient. Must you be so frustrating? I admit I had a moment of foolish pride, but I'm over it. Now I am focused on my true responsibilities. I'm simply trying to help you and complete this mission, and yet you battle me at every turn. Fun? Fun? Driving me insane is your idea of a good time? You are a very odd man. Do you know that? I simply don't know how to deal with you. All I want to do is help you, but you seem determined to drive me mad. I don't know if I should be outraged that you keep joking about serious matters, or if I should be grateful that you can always lighten the mood. Come, let's move on. There's much to be done. How can I help? Can I suggest...
Yes, what's on your mind? I'm not very good at this. I know I owe you an apology. More than one, probably. I was just so desperate to finally face Saul directly in the battle over Taris. And now the Jedi have us looking for these star maps. I know this mission is important. It's just, I feel a bit useless. I can fight, sure, but I'm no Jedi. All this feels completely out of my league. You don't exactly pull any punches, do you? Not that I don't deserve it, I suppose. I just hate not knowing what's going on and feeling this... helpless. But I shouldn't have taken that out on you. I've been a royal pain in the backside, haven't I? Well, I guess I should be at least a little pleased that I haven't lost my touch. So, I'm sorry. Will you accept my apology? Done. Let's get underway.
Kipuna! Salima wanga kun bitkin. Mucho shakapaka. Mucho shakapaka. Mucho shakapaka. Mucho shakapaka. Tonki ba no. Kipuna! Bon. Salima wanga kun bitkin. Tonki. Tong abuk shamino. Tong abuk shamino no. Tonki ba non. Salima wanga kun. Tong abuk shamino no. Mucho shakapaka. Tong abuk shamino nok. Tonki ba non tonte. Kipuna! Bona na kichu. Kipuna! Bona na kichu. Mucho shakapaka. Mucho shakapaka. Tong abuk sham. Mucho shakapaka. Salima wanga kun bitki. Kipuna! Bona na kichu. Kipuna! Bona na kichu. Tonki ba non tontek. Tonki ba non tontek. Tong abuk shamino no. Mucho shakapaka. Salima wanga kun bitki. Kipuna! Bona na kichu. Kipuna! Bona na kichu. Kipuna, bonana kichu. Tonki ba non tontek. Mucho shakapaka. Tonki ba non. Tonki ba non tontek. Kipuna, bona. Mucho shakapaka. Selima wanga kunbikin. Kipuna, bonana kichu. Tonki ba non tontek. Tong abuk shami nonok. Kipuna, bonana kichu. Selima wanga kunbikin. Mucho shakapaka. Tong abuk shami nonok. Tong ki ba non tontek. Mucho shakapa. Mucho shak. Selima wa. Kipuna. Tong ki. Tong abuk. Tong abuk shami non. Tong ki. Selima wanga.
How can I help? I do. I've been trying to come up with the best way to say this for some time, but I suppose I should just come out and say it. The truth is, I have come to depend on you, not just for the sake of the mission, but for my own sake as well. I'm glad you're with us. You're teasing. You know very well what I said. Did I? I am trying to be sincere here. It occurred to me that I may have been too critical of you, too demanding at times. I am trying my best. You're not making this easy for me, you know. I see. Is there nothing I can do to make it up to you? I would rather we were friends. I know my manner can be a bit taciturn. I know you must be getting sick of my lectures about the dark side and everything else. I spent all my years being hounded by my instructors, being told so often how gifted and important I was until I was sick of it. I remember when I was younger, I used to swear that I would never become as self-absorbed and stodgy as the Jedi Masters. It's ironic, really. I suppose not, but I am becoming like that. Though it's not easy for me to admit. Being controlled has kept everyone around me at an arm's length. Even those like yourself who are most in need of my understanding and compassion. Maybe it's time to change that. You deserve to know how much I respect and admire you. I had to tell you how much I care for you. As a friend, of course. Please, it's not allowed. I have to remain true to the Jedi ideal. If this is going to cause a problem, maybe I shouldn't have said anything. Well, that was not nearly so difficult as I feared. But enough soul-searching. How can I help? Then I suggest...
Ikukuno no bamu. Gratulo da Kashyyyk. Chikun ida hodonga. Iki. Jedabadawana nidibo. Runda di hodonga kun hankabi. Achuta. Runda di hodonga kun hankabi. Wanakun bez ching palamul.
Mucho shakapaka.
Tolpa da pongwale gando nangugu chuchut.
Kipuna. Bona na kichu.
Takum justach mikig.
Tong abuk shami no. Tong ki ba non tonte. Selima wanga kun bikin.
Tong haitwam jiji jumplumpa. Nita poet.
How can I help? Am I so transparent? I suppose I shouldn't be surprised, considering our bond. Yes, there is something I would like to ask, if you'll permit it. In our time together, I've been watching you. I've seen your tendency towards giving in to your darker emotions. You do as you please for the most part. Don't worry, this isn't a lead-up to a lecture. I'm fascinated by your passion, by how easily it comes to you. You seem to do whatever you want, something I would never dare consider. Don't you fear the consequences? Is it? The thought of what could happen to me if I lose control. Somehow I think life could be very long indeed. I've always struggled for control over my passions. I've always been too quick to anger, too quick to get involved. My instructors constantly berated me for it. I've often dreamed that I might be able to confront Darth Malak myself. I dream I can use all this power I have to kill him and stop all the death and destruction. I just think about all the evil that the Sith have caused and I get so furious. Yet we are told that these feelings are the path to the dark side. But what comes next? After using all that power, would you decide to impose your own view on the universe? The dark side corrupts your very thoughts. The very thought that I could become as evil as Malak. I just can't fathom it. It just doesn't seem possible. I mean, how could I... No. Wait, I'm sorry. I shouldn't even be asking you this. The Jedi teachings are clear. Who am I to question them? And even worse, who am I to try and make you question them? These are dangerous thoughts. The indulgence of a vain mind. please, forget I ever mentioned this. Let's just return to our mission. How can I help? Then I suggest... Another vision. The Force is guiding us, helping us retrace the steps of Malak and his old master, leading us ever closer to the Star Forge. Tatooine is known for little but blowing sand. I find it surprising that there would be a star map somewhere in its desolate wastes. Perhaps, though that would have been tens of thousands of years in the past. Now there's nothing but the howling emptiness of the Dune Sea. The star map would likely have to be within some kind of shelter to protect it against dust and sandstorms. I suspect there are many such caves and caverns hidden in the sands of the Dune Sea. The creatures of this world probably use them as their lairs. No doubt things will become more clear once we discover the star map's location.